Hey guys, it's Gina, social media manager for ELLE.com. We are here at Seamstress in New York City with Pam Wiznitzer. She's the creative director here and an amazing bartender. And today we're going to be making some delicious cocktails using cachaça.
You got it
right? Cachaça.
Yes.
I had to learn how to pronounce that for this. So cachaça, if you don't know, is the national spirit of Brazil. Sunday was National Cachaça Day.
Yes.
Cachaça. And
it's not the easiest word to say.
she gave me a good tip earlier. It's like Sasha,
But
Sasha
reverse.
beers,
So, yeah,
but reverse.
Cachaça.
Cachaça.
Here it is.
And tomorrow it's 50 days until the Olympics, which are in Brazil. So it is the perfect time to be celebrating their national spirit.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us what you're doing with the Avua Cachaca.
Yeah, so I think what's really neat is that cachaça has really come back to the market. I think over the past 5 years, you've seen a huge growth in the spirit. People are looking to drink something completely different at bars now. You know, we have expanded the drinking category so like leaps and bounds, I would say.
Sure.
And I think with so much action happening down in Brazil, especially like with the World Cup, 4 years ago, and now with the Olympics coming up, everyone's like, I want to drink what they're drinking in Brazil.
It's like the cachaça moment now.
Yeah,
Like
it's
we
like
had bourbon, we had rum, now it's
cachaça in the spotlight. Yeah, so there are lots of amazing cachaças on the market. One that's really fantastic right now is called Avua. I know some people always wonder how you pronounce it. It's Avua. And they have a really great program called Rotrio, and they're putting together a Team USA with 25 bartenders across the country. So they're 25 bartenders making USA all the way. But they have 25 bartenders who are working with them and making phenomenal cocktails throughout the country in their bars. So you can go online at Avua Cachaca and go see which bartenders are where and who's making what cocktails. We have a few on the menu here at Seamstress. When creating our summer menu, I said to my staff, we need to have at least 2 cocktails that feature cachaça because it's such a prominent spirit this summer and it's connected to what's happening with the Olympics. And I'd love to teach you how to make just a few drinks, some that are our own here at Seamstress, and a classic one, which is the drink down in Brazil.
Yeah, I would love to drink them.
Yeah, right. So the official drink is a caipirinha. I know. So I think the hardest part about cachaça is how you pronounce it, and also sometimes you see where it's like a caipirinha, and you're like, how do I even say it? So for all of you out there, cachaça. Say it with me. Cachaça. Great. And this drink that we're gonna make is a caipirinha. Say it together. Caipirinha. Awesome. Oh, I love this. This is so great. You're doing great.
Everyone got it?
Everyone's in? So this is a simple drink. It just has 3 ingredients. What's really cool about it is that you're going to be muddling, and it actually keeps a lot of the essence of the raw ingredients in there, and also harkens back to what's in the bottle. So cachaça is a distillate from sugarcane juice, as opposed to rum, which is a molasses base. This is raw sugarcane. So it really has this authenticity, this funkiness. You really taste the freshness and the sugar in it. You get some grassiness. So a caipirinha is really fun because we're going to really take in that sugar. So you're going to start with just 2 tablespoons or bar spoons of sugar. And mind you, if you like it tartar, maybe you do 1. If you like it sweeter, you do 3. But it's up to you. And then we're going to take some fresh limes. I just cut these. You saw me cut these, right?
Yes. Very fresh lime.
Very fresh lime. So right now I'm going to start with 3 of them. And then what we're going to do is take your... We're not always so cool. Wash that off. We're going to take our muddler here, and we're just going to muddle everything down. So if you can see what's happening in this glass right here, come on in nice and close.
Get up in there.
Yeah, we're going to be muddling. So this takes the sugars, mixes the sugars all together, gets the lime juice all together. What I like to do is I'm going to add in the cachaça at this point. So we're going to add 2 ounces of the prata. Okay. So this is the unaged white cachaça, and I'm going to add that together. So at this point, what I like to do is I like to take a straw just to see where we are with the tartness level and the sweetness level, because this is your moment to maybe make it even out the balance. So put a straw in there, take it up. I mean, I'm super happy with where this is.
Do you like tart or do you like sweet?
I like an even balance.
Even balance. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds perfect.
The aim of the game here is not to shake it too much, but just to incorporate the ingredients a bit together. So we're going to do a nice shake, get all riled up. And then as opposed to some other drinks, normally you pour it out over fresh ice. You don't want to do that here. You want to do what we call a dirty dump. So we're going to take all the ingredients and dump it right into the glass, limes and all. Top it off with a bit more ice. And you're ready to go. And that's
called a dirty dump.
It's called a dirty dump.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, so that's sort of a bartender term.
Yeah, I love it.
But things that we consider dirty dumps sometimes are your Bloody Marys because we roll them and then we dump the whole contents
So you
out.
want a little bit of the water.
You want some of the water. You want that ice because it's already been crushed in there. Plus you want the limes. You see how beautiful it is. The limes are in there. So this is going to be your caipirinha.
Yes.
It's easy to make.
This is crazy easy. Like a super easy summer drink.
If
Just lime, sugar.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Don't ask me dumb questions, ma'am.
that was pretty silly of me.
There are no dumb questions.
That one was pretty dumb. So it's really light. It's very refreshing.
So good. So refreshing. You could drink these like all day at the beach.
They're very dangerous.
Anywhere. At the office.
Maybe at the office. I think the best part about it is if you're like, how do I do this? I don't have a shaker. If you have a bunch of friends in your backyard barbecue, go grab a mason jar, like a bunch of them. They're easy, they're cheap to buy at the store. And then put all the contents into the mason jar with the ice. Lock it up, shake it up, take off the top, and you're ready to go.
You don't even need the strainer. You don't need a fancy
You don't,
shaker
because you need no strainer for this technically.
Yeah.
You just build it all in there. So it's a great cocktail to have at a backyard barbecue, and you can have a make your own caipirinha bar. You can also include things in there such as like fresh berries. Like berries are phenomenal this time of year. I say blackberries are great with cachaça.
That would be amazing.
You can even muddle up some banana in there, strawberries. So and herbs. So that's a really great fun take home that you can do.
This is so easy and so good. Like if you're drinking a vodka soda this summer, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Make this instead.
Yeah, do this. It's simple.
It's so easy.
And make sure everything's fresh. Make sure you get fresh limes. Don't use that lime juice that you purchased at the store. That's not
disgusting.
That stuff's no good. This, however, is great. And you can also change up your sugars. You can use like a raw sugar, a demerara sugar. You can use coconut palm sugar.
Yeah.
So that's also the funkiness and the fun of all that.
I think this is so nice too because it's such like simple, inexpensive ingredients. Like I love a cocktail with a ton of ingredients, but sometimes you're just like, what do I have on hand?
Exactly.
And it's like, I feel like people always have citrus. You always have sugar.
Exactly. And also it's, it's pretty cost effective. The bottles run under $30.
Yeah.
So you just pick up some limes at the store, you already have sugar at home. Then you have this bottle, and so instead of always go to bars, always come see us at bars. But instead of sometimes going to a bar, you can just make the party at home instead and save a buck or two, But there are more drinks than that, and I'd love to show you one of the drinks that we have at our bar here in Seamstress.
Do we have any questions on the?
You did have a comment. Have you tried using other fruits muddling those drinks?
Absolutely. That's a great question. So when muddling fruits into cocktails, you also have to think about what muddles well. So that's why also think seasonality. We're not going to muddle berries in the wintertime. They're not as fresh. So what
Would you muddle them right along with the limes?
I would add it in. I'd muddle them right along with the limes. So you put them in the beginning with the limes and the sugar, muddle in the berries or the fruits. So other things that are really great. Apricots are really great. Peaches are phenomenal. Fruits that are a bit harder sometimes, like apples, can be a bit difficult and finicky to work with. So maybe stray from that. But think about things that kind of mush up well. Like if you were gonna make baby food for someone, like what mushes well.
So use pineapple.
Yes, pineapple's great because you can get right up in there.
Yeah.
So great question.
Cool. Okay, let's move on to our next one.
Let's make a next one. All right, I'm gonna grab our next shaker.
Keep drinking this one while we wait.
Yeah. So the next thing we're going to make is a drink that was crafted by one of my bartenders. His name is Anthony Bollinger, and we worked on this together called the Wild Guarano. It's also julep season this summer.
Yes.
It's like everyone loves a good julep. So we really want a julep that showcases cachaça and ties in some really wonderful elements of summer. This one, it's going to sound a little unusual, but I guarantee you when you taste it at the end, it's pretty great. So we start here in our shaker with a few drops of saline solution. And so you're like, what's that?
Oh.
So that's just...
Are we cleaning our contacts?
Basically. You're just making everything good for yourself. It's just some salt and water diluted together because salt is actually a wonderful balancer in cocktails.
Yeah.
Think about the salt on top of your chocolate chip cookies. Same concept when you're having, to have some sweetness in it. Yes, you're like, I got this. So we're going to add a half ounce of Campari. For those who do or do not know, Campari is a bitter Amaro coming from Italy. So it has a lot of fruit flavors in there, a little bit bitter, which is going to give it a really great edge. We have a strawberry balsamic shrub that we create
Ooh,
in-house.
We're getting real fancy now.
Yeah, so we have the essence of like summertime now, kind of in a glass.
This is the kind you gotta come to the bar for.
Yeah, this one might be a little bit more difficult to do at home, but we
It's
really
worth
want to
it.
show you. We have a banana liqueur, and the reason we added the banana liqueur in here is because when we're using Avua Cachaca, which we have here, the notes are just wonderful tropical fruit, banana, the grass, and I love how those flavors play together. So for those who want to know,
Is this the gold?
this is what they call the gold. There's bronze, silver, gold.
Not in
Avua.
terms of which one's better, just because it's a fun Olympics pun.
And it has to do with the coloring as well. So
Yeah.
it's really fun. There's some really great woods down in Brazil that are indigenous to the country. Ambarania is one of them. The other ones are like zebra wood. And it's actually really hard to age spirits in that type of wood because it's the wood down there is very hard. It's very coarse. So to do this is quite a skill. So this is a beautiful bottle because we get a lot of the Ambarania wood play on it.
These are all made in Brazil, right? You mentioned that earlier.
These are all made in Brazil. So this is really great. So if you're looking for something a little different, a lot of bartenders love using the Ambarania. This is a really wonderful bottle. And actually, I'm going to pour you a little taste so you can try some of it alongside.
Is it weird that I think Ambarana is a pretty name? Like, should someone be named?
I mean,
It's beautiful.
It is
It's a
beautiful,
word.
and I wouldn't be surprised if someone starts naming their kid that
Yeah.
soon.
Well, it smells good.
Yeah, it smells great. So you get like
Yeah.
lovely wooden
Mhm.
notes that are on it. Some vanilla, some fruit. So we added into.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Isn't it delicious?
Yeah.
We added into there 1.5 ounces of Rittenhouse rye, so now we're getting really julepy. And then we're gonna add our mint. You can muddle mint in a julep. I prefer not to because I think it gets a little bit bitter. So instead what we're gonna do is I cut it in half. You can smell my hands actually from here and you can smell the mint
so
already on it. Yeah. And what we do here when we make our juleps in-house is we add a little bit of crushed ice. I know you may not have crushed ice at home, but, and we're gonna give it a nice light shake, just like this. We're basically what I call whip shaking. We're whipping everything together. And
Crushed
then,
ice is kind of essential for a julep.
yes. Oh, and a really good take home, if you live near a Sonic anywhere,
Yeah, there you go.
you can
Cup of
buy
ice.
bags of crushed
Bag of
ice from
ice.
them. Anywhere between $5 to $10 for a bag, depending how big. So it's really good if you want to throw a party at home. Just go to Sonic.
Yeah.
They have crushed ice there.
Pro tip. I love it.
Pro tip
Because yeah, you really have to have this kind of ice for
to make this drink. Yeah.
What is the name of this one again?
So it's called the Wild Guarano. So, which is a Brazilian term. So then we're gonna top it all off with more crushed ice, just like so. And it's not a julep unless we have a lot of mint. So we have all of our mint right here. Pro tip at home is that if you're going to put mint on anything, smack it a little bit lightly. It wakes it up, so you can smell from here, right?
It smells so strong.
Yeah, it's so strong. It's great. So
I
you
love
don't
the
ever,
smell of mint.
you don't have to like smack it like that. You see the bartenders, you go in a bar and they're like, and you're like, what are you doing?
It's more like a love tap.
Could just lightly tap it. So we have our beautiful mint right here, but I'm really into edible garnishes.
Yeah.
I think it's important. Why give someone a drink unless you can really, really enjoy it? So we're gonna put some strawberries on here, some fresh strawberries for everyone to eat, and then we thought it'd be fun to have some banana chips on top.
I love this.
Yeah, so
I like my cocktails to also be like a small meal.
yeah, because you know how everyone wants like some peanuts or bar snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just like giving them people what they want in their
Exactly.
drink. This is so pretty. I love the copper mug so much.
Yes, so that's for you to also sip because it's
Show you
only
the
like
bus.
11 a.m. right
Yeah.
now.
And I'm working.
Yes, but you're drinking responsibly.
Yes.
So
No driving.
no driving. We live in New York City. We don't need that.
No driving or texting your ex-boyfriend.
Maybe after a few of these you do.
Ooh, this is good. You can really taste the banana.
You can taste the banana. The cachaça really shines
Yeah.
through. And it's great because as it melts with the ice, the flavors start to expand.
Yeah. Tell me about this banana liqueur you used. Is this something you made or bought?
No, it's from a company called Giffard,
Okay.
which is based out of France, and they make a phenomenal, called Banana de Brazil, actually. So, you know,
I'm just curious because like I love banana, but I usually don't like things that are banana flavored.
Exactly.
But this actually tastes like banana, not like banana flavored.
yeah, it's definitely, I think, the top,
Tastes so good.
the top-notch, top-rated banana liqueur that's on the market if you're going to use it. It's not that 99 bananas we all drink
No, that stuff is disgusting.
when we were in college. You know, stay away from that.
Yeah, and it tastes so good with the flavors in the agua, like the
Mhm.
like vanilla-y, woody taste of
You
the
can
banana.
get
So
that,
good.
right?
Yeah. Yes.
So we have two different styles of drinks right now. So we have your caipirinhas and we have your juleps, and then you say, what else can you make? but sometimes it's nice to have something stirred. And champagne cocktails are really beautiful. Yes, why not? Bubbles, it's summer. So we're gonna make a play on a champagne cocktail called the Golden Touch. And this drink, you're gonna stir a little bit first, and you're gonna chop it.
She just came up with that name, the Golden Touch, right on spot before we started this video, which is so good for the Olympics, you guys. Get it? Golden Touch.
Keep things thematic.
Give this girl a medal.
My friend has a silver medal from the last Olympics.
Really?
Yeah, from the one from China, actually.
Doing what?
He was a fencer.
Wow.
And then I went to go see him in London. It was pretty extraordinary.
That's cool.
So for any of you
So you went to the Olympics?
I went to the Olympics.
Are you going to go to Brazil?
I wish. No, I have to work. So come see me in New York City.
Right.
I'll be making all these cocktails for you. So yeah, this is a Golden Touch. This is an easier one. You can make this at home. We're going to start with a few dashes of bitters. We got some orange bitters, and then we've got tiki bitters from Bittermint. All right, so
I feel like tiki bitters all of a sudden are in every cocktail, and I'm not upset about that.
no, because they're
delicious.
They're just really wonderful, and they bring out lots of fruit notes, and they're just absolutely delicious.
Like an ingredient I hadn't heard of 6 months ago, and now it's everywhere.
Now it's everywhere, right?
Yes.
We're going to add some Benedictine. So Benedictine is a liqueur coming from France. It's got like some really nice honey notes, spice notes, and it's really phenomenal in stirred cocktails, I found. But we're gonna also add some ginger liqueur because I want some like spiciness to come out of this a bit more. And then we're going to add just 1 ounce of our prata, so our Avua Cachaca, into there, and we're going to lightly stir. The best part is as you can see, we only actually have citrus in one of the cocktails today. You don't have to always use citrus to make a great cocktail. I think everyone thinks shaken drinks when you think of cachaça, and what we're trying to do is expand your mindset of that. So we're gonna stir to chill it down.
And for anyone who's just tuning in, you can probably guess, but we're making cocktails with cachaça, the national spirit of Brazil.
So good at saying that.
Yes, I really got it down now, cachaça. We already made a caipirinha.
Caipirinha.
Caipirinha, saying it right. And a sort of a play on a julep here, and now we're on our 3rd drink. Yeah.
This is so good. Bubbles. So when you're making a champagne cocktail at home, you don't have to actually buy like true champagne. Sometimes you want to save that for really special times with all your friends. Prosecco works really well. I also love cava. Cava is great because it is a little bit drier.
Yeah.
And it just works really well in cocktails. Also, if you're gonna open a bottle, don't point it to your friends, okay? And also, it's really nice to put a cloth on top of it, just in case anything should explode. But just that nice little pop, that means we're ready to go.
Woo, it's party time.
I know. So yeah, never ever open the bottle like up in the air or towards your friend.
Yeah.
That's like that Dumb and Dumber move, they kill an owl at the end. So
you don't want to be on the receiving end of that.
No. So
does anyone have any questions? Are we good?
I think we got one.
So we're going to pour in our mixture, and then we're going to lightly top off with a bit of bubbles.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's well incorporated. And then the garnish for this is pretty simple. We're just going to do a fresh orange peel. The oils really bring out a lot of the flavors that's in the drink. And you just peel it. So also, if you're going to express oils, you're going to take the skin side out on top of the drink. And you can probably see it here, but you see that spritz? Live, did you get that on the Facebook? Yeah, you're just gonna spritz it out.
There's like a drip of orange juice on the camera.
Yeah. And then you're gonna lightly toss it in. But this is going to be your golden touch. You can see the golden color. Before she gets a taste, let's have you guys have a sip. Did you take a sip? Great.
You taste it through the camera. That's how flavorful it looks.
All right, so that's gonna be for you. I'm gonna let you.
Sorry, you guys. I have the best part of this video. I get to taste the thing.
Yeah. So, and it's nice, it's light and refreshing, and actually this is the type of drink you could actually make in a pitcher and have it out for brunch and ready to go, and you can build it in the pitcher as well.
And you don't have to serve it in this type of cup. Do you care if I talk about what we were talking about before?
Yeah, absolutely.
She was telling me before we started that when you serve drinks in a coupe, this is a coupe, right?
This is a coupe.
A coupe, sometimes men don't like it because they think it's girly. And I'm just going to say, men, don't be babies. These cups are awesome.
Yeah. They're
we want to drink things out of
Marie
this.
Antoinette's breasts.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
cool. That's so manly. What's more manly than
You don't want to drink out of a
boobs?
boob? And I think it's pretty interesting.
This is so good.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, so it doesn't matter what the glassware is. There is no gender in drinking.
Yeah, get over it, man.
There's just flavors, and it's enjoying yourself and being confident and having a great time when you go out.
Yeah, and they're pretty.
And they're so
pretty.
They're so
but also
pretty.
hard to carry, so you don't have to use them. Put in whatever cup you want.
Put in whatever cup, just as long as you're drinking responsibly as well. And do make sure that if you are enjoying a nice bottle of cachaça or any drinks this summer, that you are drinking at least 1 glass of water for every drink that you have or for every 2 drinks that you have.
Keep it hydrated, keep it safe.
Keep it safe.
Yeah.
But it's, cachaça is really fun. Cachaça is really hot right now. I do urge people, if any of you guys go on like later in the comment threads and you want like send a picture of like a cocktail that you're working on or a recipe you're working on, I definitely like to go on afterwards and like see things, respond back.
Awesome. If you have any more questions, leave them.
I want to see what you're working on. And you can find Avua like in stores like all throughout the country. And you can go online to find the recipes on the Avua Cachaca website and also on their Facebook group.
We can throw a link into the comments too. We'll throw a link in with the recipes. If anyone's looking for them, you'll know where to find them. Now you can have a summer of cachaça while you're watching the Olympics. I can't wait for the Olympics to start.
It's like we're there, but we're not there.
Yeah. The closest you can get to being there is having these cocktails.
Yes.
So thanks for watching. Like we said, leave any questions in the comments. We'll leave the recipes for you. Turn on your notifications so that you get all of our live videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.